We begin at 4 with breaking news out of Geauga County. A serious accident involving a Munson Township fire truck and 2 other cars.
We're told the fire truck was responding to a fire when it crashed on Wilson Mills Road. A medical helicopter was just called to the scene. There are injuries. We have a crew headed that way right now. We will bring you updates as we get them. Right now, wicked winter weather creating a travel nightmare nationwide.
This Delta plane full of passengers slides off a runway at LaGuardia. That airport has just reopened. Lana Zach joins us live from inside the airport terminal. Lana, is everyone okay?
Hello, Mike and Homa. That's right. With water surrounding LaGuardia Airport's runways, this could have been so much worse. It was one close call. This dangerous winter blast has already taken a toll on drivers and planes. At New York's LaGuardia Airport, Delta Flight 1086 skidded off the runway. Some passengers, like this man, requiring medical assistance. This winter nightmare has traffic backed up 20 miles. And though it may look like a New England highway, it's actually I-65 in Kentucky. The National Guard has been called in to help stranded motorists get food and warmth. Drivers spending hours in their cars stuck throughout the night.
Nothing but back-to-back semis and trucks and cars.
The average temperature in the Bluegrass State is usually a high of 54 degrees, but some areas have been hit by as much as 19 inches of snow. Winter's cold tentacles has almost all of the eastern United States in its grip. This latest storm stretching 1,500 miles from Texas to New York.
If there was any other way that this would happen, how might I be here? So, I'm feeling blessed.
In Denton, Texas, even before the snow, there was ice. Blamed for this 7-vehicle pileup causing 1 death. And from state to state, there are multiple pileups and accidents. In Minnesota, this driver is lucky to be alive after ice came crashing through the windshield. All flights here have been canceled until at least 7 o'clock tonight. It's a full ground stop. However, the airport itself is remaining open. It is the temporary home to so many stranded passengers. Live in New York, Lana Zach, News Channel 5. Back to you.
All right, Lana, thanks so much. LaGuardia closed for hours, which means a nightmare at airports across the country.
That's why digital reporter Meg Shaw monitoring flight delays and cancellations out of Cleveland. What's going on, Meg?
That's right. All the flights from the East Coast to and from Cleveland are being delayed, not only because of weather, but because of that accident at LaGuardia. Now, this is the New York, this is all 3 airport, and you can see they're all, this red, all delayed. As she said, going to be delayed for quite some time tonight along the East Coast because of weather and that accident. So, in the last 2 weeks, 52,000 flights have been canceled because of storms. That's a lot. We have all the travel info on our NewsNet 5 app if you need it any time of the day. And we're going to take our first look at weather with Mark.
All right, weather-wise, good news for us. We saw limited amounts of snow from this storm, but notice the heavy amounts of snow moving up toward D.C., toward New York, Jersey, Long Island. Boston getting grazed by some of the snow there. We have a little lingering snow in the southeastern section of our viewing area. Well, not our viewing area, of the state of Ohio. What we're watching is skies beginning to clear out as that drier, colder air begins to shift in. So we'll see decreasing clouds through the evening hours, and that's going to set the stage for a very cold overnight. These are current temperatures. 10 Ashtabula, 14 Cleveland, 16 Akron, Medina, Canton at 17, 14 in Elyria. So watch the temps. Dropping, single digits. I think we have a shot at below 0 temps in most spots. I'm going to go with a range of 0 to -5 tonight. Now, the good news is, Mike, Homa, there's no wind tonight. So lows near -3, wind chills -3 because the winds will be calm. So no dangerous wind chills expected tonight, but still bitter, bitter cold. Back to you.
All right, Mark, thanks. An incredibly emotional day in court for one Cleveland family, learning that the man who hit and killed their 5-year-old child will only spend a year behind bars. Jerome Lee was sentenced to 1 year in prison for the hit-skip death of Israel Thornton. It happened on West 37th and Denison back in 2013. Lee was caught after a year thanks to surveillance video. Today, even the judge admitting a year wasn't enough of a punishment, but it's the law. Thornton's family, meanwhile, completely outraged.
This little boy had no chance and will never have a chance, but this man do. What he gonna do? He gonna go kill somebody else. And then what? The next family gonna be standing here crying?
Lee is getting credit for time served. He has been in jail since last August, so he could be released in just 5 months. We just checked, and East Cleveland police are still looking for the driver that hit a 12-year-old and took off. Police tell us the child was walking home from school Tuesday when he was hit by a blue vehicle. The child was taken to the hospital and is now recovering at home. And South Euclid police offering a $1,000 reward for information about a hit-skip accident there. A 17-year-old girl was walking along Harwood Road when she was hit by a truck in early February. Police are looking for a Ford F-150 with damage to the grille and a missing Ford emblem.
A convicted rapist and murderer could soon be back on the streets. Right now, Cuyahoga County prosecutors are fighting to keep Anthony Apanovich behind bars. Investigator Sarah Buttison live at the Justice Center with the latest. And Sarah, a victory for prosecutors today?
That is right, Mike. Apanovich was going to be released today, but the Ohio Court of Appeals ruled that he should stay behind bars for now. Cuyahoga County prosecutors filed this emergency motion to stop Anthony Apanovich from being set free today. They say the death row inmate is a dangerous convicted sex offender and has a significant incentive to flee. A Cuyahoga County judge threw out Apanovich's conviction in the 1985 murder of Mary Ann Flynn last month at her Archwood Avenue home over issues with the DNA evidence. The judge then ordered a new trial and for Apanovich to be released on a $100,000 bond. We reached out to prosecutors and to Apanovich's attorney today. No one wanted to comment. Here's what happens next. A hearing will be held to determine whether Apanovich will be released before his new trial is over. If he is released, he will be required to wear a GPS ankle monitor. Live for the Now, I'm investigator Sarah Buttison, News Channel 5.
A woman who showed up to a Canton hospital with weapons facing a judge this morning. Regina Bullrudd was waiting for an ex-boyfriend at his job at Canton Mercy Medical Center. Problem is, he had a restraining order against her, and she showed up with 8 knives, 4 throwing stars, plus medication belonging to someone else. Police arrested her. She's in jail now, facing several charges. It is a sweeping 170-page report obtained exclusively by NewsChannel 5 that indicates Cuyahoga County is now $578 million behind in collecting delinquent property taxes.
A situation experts say makes it even more difficult for cash-strapped cities to pay for critical services. 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis broke the story on NewsNet 5 just hours ago. Joe, you are in East Cleveland now, a city that can really use that money.
Well, East Cleveland is in terrible financial condition, and one of the reasons is uncollected property taxes. It's a key issue for many cities in Cuyahoga County. News Channel 5 started digging into this story last week after we discovered apartment owner Robert Lyons owes $1.1 million in back property taxes to the city of East Cleveland. We asked the county and the city why there was no enforcement in collecting those delinquent taxes. And today, we uncovered this 170-page report issued by the Vacant and Abandoned Property Action Council that basically indicates the amount of delinquent property taxes in Cuyahoga County has more than doubled in the past 4 years. According to the report, a key reason for this explosion is a reduction in the treasurer's staff from 83 employees in 2010 to just 37 employees in 2014. Executive Director Frank Ford says the millions in uncollected property taxes represents a quality of life issue for many Cuyahoga County cities.
There's no question the county needs to collect property tax because we need it for schools, we need it for police, fire, social services, municipalities that are pressed hard with their budgets. You wouldn't expect to see a shrinkage of the staff at the county to address that.
And Ford also says the number of businesses that have not paid their property taxes has also doubled since 2010. Now, coming up on News Channel 5 at 6 o'clock, we take this report directly to Cuyahoga County Executive Armand Budish and get his reaction to this report and ask him what he's going to do about this alarming situation that's coming up at 6. Reporting live from East Cleveland, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis for the Now Cleveland.
All right, Joe, thanks. Now to Hitting the Right Note, a proposal to make Hang On Sloopy our official rock song, getting the green light in the Ohio House. Representatives voting 82-13 to pass the measure. Now on its way to the Senate for consideration.
Yeah, the 1960s hit was written by Wes Farrell and Burt Russell. It's been a crowd favorite at OSU games. The legislature recognized Sloopy as the official rock song in the 1980s, but it was never enshrined into law.
Let's get it going.
All right, let's do it. Still ahead on the Now Cleveland, the first jury unsuccessful deciding Jodi Arias' fate. Could a second come up with a sentence for the convicted killer? That story at 4:14.
Plus, an historic move by Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey at 4:24. Which popular animal the circus is cutting from its show?
And coming up at 4:57, the man behind the wheel of this bus in court. What he's now saying about this horrific crash caught on camera. You're watching the Now Cleveland, your source for everything happening right now. We're back with more in just 3 minutes.
If you or your loved one has been victimized by nursing home negligence, you need the Skolnick-Weiser Law Firm. 6 lawyers, 140 combined years of injury experience, hundreds of millions in settlements and verdicts. 216-861-8888. Rebuilding lives.
When it comes to selling you a mattress, most retailers are handing you a line. A long line of extra steps that drive up costs and create confusion. At the Original Mattress Factory, we simplify the mattress shopping experience by building mattresses and box springs in our own local factories and selling them direct to you. It's short, sweet, and simply makes sense. So experience more than just a mattress store. Experience an original, the Original Mattress Factory.
It all started with my mom and dad. They taught us everything they knew about making quality pasta sauce.
It all started with my grandparents. They showed us the meaning of dedication and hard work.
It all started with my great-grandparents. They taught us that the most important thing in life is family. And those traditions continue today with all of us. We're the Del Grossos.
Boston Market introduces a deal that's almost too good to be true. Our 2 for $20 complete meal deal. 2 meals, 2 drinks, 2 desserts, all for just $20. Choose your main course, like our farm fresh, never frozen, all natural rotisserie chicken. Add any 2 classic sides and freshly baked cornbread to create one of over 200 delicious combinations. Come in today for the 2 for $20 complete meal deal. Only at Boston Market.
There she is. Move in.
Don't be alarmed! They said it was approved, but it was only for that car.
Gross!
It's my credit.
Drive Time will approve you for every single car in the lot, and that's a lot. Are you ready in the back? We're gonna do this right now! A lot on a lot, all ready to be bought, even if you got bad credit.
Save yourself. Get approved at Drive Time first. Call, click, or visit.
There's still a chance that I could win. Still a chance that you could win, so it's about 50-50. Because you have the longer legs and I'm the fastest in my class.
I don't know, but I'm too old to beat you.
Yeah, and plus you would get tired way fast. Start out with jogging. You need to bend a lot with each leg.
Just try and do that with 1-pound weights? Do I have to do that?
Yeah. You can have a break for 2 hours.
That's all I get? So if I do all these stretches and things?
Yeah, it'll get you ready for the race.
We're there, man. We'll have a race off.
A child's birth or brain injury due to a doctor's mistake can be devastating. The Skolnick-Weiser Law Firm has won hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. 216-861-8888. Rebuilding lives.
Convicted murderer Jodi Arias has been spared the death penalty. Today, jurors deadlocked on whether she should be executed or sent to prison for life for killing her lover in 2008. Justin Pizzera is in Phoenix with the very latest.
It has been an emotional morning here as the jury came back a second time in the Jodi Arias trial without a decision. It's not only been emotional for the Alexander family, but also for the jurors as they were reading out loud that they came back a hung jury. A lot of them were crying. The family of Travis Alexander also very emotional. At times you couldn't even hear the judge talking because of the Alexander family sobbing in the courtroom. So what is next? The judge will decide if Jodi Arias will get life life or life with the possibility of an early release. She is expected to make that decision on April the 13th. In Phoenix, for the Now, I'm Justin Pizzera.
Right now, the trial continues in the Boston bombing. Today, the jury showed gruesome pictures of victims. Ann McNamara joins us now live from the Now National Desk with the very latest. Hi, Ann.
Hey guys, the man who spoke is actually this man right here seated in the wheelchair. He's a double amputee, and he gave this gruesome account of the bombing that took both of his legs. His name is Jeffrey Bauman. He remembers locking eyes with Dzhokhar Tsarnaev's older brother just moments before that first bomb went off. This is Tamerlan Tsarnaev, and he wasn't cheering like the rest of the crowd. He thought that was odd. So Bauman saw him drop off the backpack. This is what's left of it. And he even considered telling police about it, but then decided against it. When the bomb went off, Bauman described his legs as devastated. The judge denying the defense's request to limit testimony that's gruesome like this. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev's team pinning the majority of the blame here on his brother Tamerlan, who was killed by police in a shootout. Back to you guys.
The U.S. Ambassador to South Korea, Mark Lippert, did so because he is opposed to the two countries staging joint military drills. Lippert, who's from Cincinnati, underwent 3 hours of surgery. He was slashed down the face and arm by an anti-war activist, Kim Ki-jong. His father was, of course, concerned, but Jim Lippert says he was assured by his daughter-in-law that his son would be okay.
I think the whole experience to him was traumatic, to say the least, and I think that was part of his expression.
The 55-year-old suspect has a history of unpredictable behavior. In 2010, he threw pieces of concrete at a Japanese ambassador.
Law enforcement nationwide now on alert. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security sending warnings about young people wanting to join ISIS. The warning lays out motivations for both boys and girls to join the terror group. Officials say law enforcement is tracking many ISIS-related cases around the country. Meanwhile, a 17-year-old Virginia student accused of being a recruiter for ISIS. The unidentified teen taken into custody last week. The Washington Post reports investigators tracked him for more than a month before arresting him. Right now, he's charged as a juvenile, but prosecutors want to try him as an adult. Federal investigators say he helped a man travel to Syria to join ISIS.
416, now 417, 14 degrees outside we see here on our screen, and I think it's safe to say we're all officially done with this cold.
Done, Mark.
Done.
Done. Over it. Get it out of here.
Wait for the 7-day because I've got 50s in there.
Oh!
Wow.
Okay, it's bikini season.
My ear.
Bikini Speedo season.
And my eyes.
And your eyes. It's Speedo season. Well, it's still winter here at D.C. up to New York City. This is where the heavy snow is, and this is why if you're flying out over the next 24 to 36 hours toward the East Coast, it's probably not going to happen because of the heavy snow. LaGuardia, back toward Dulles, even up toward Boston, they're getting some lighter snows. For us, snow well off to the south now, pulling away, and we're watching this drier air. You can actually see the drier air moving some of these clouds out of the way. I did see some blue skies and sunshine coming in earlier today, and I bet you if you look outside right now, most of you will see at least a little bit of blue sky. It's all about the Arctic air spilling in, and one more night of below zero temps. This would be 14 for the season, below zero temperatures. We've got 14 Elyria to Cleveland, 16 Akron to Medina, 15 Worcester, 17 Canton to Carrollton. It's 10 in Ashtabula. Keep in mind, it's March, so average highs should be in the mid-40s.
Yeah.
Sorry, hey, put that away. Don't throw that at me. Wind chills below zero at Cleveland. It feels like -1. -3 Ashtabula, -1 Worcester, 0 in Elyria, -1 Mansfield. The good news about tonight's Arctic cold, if there is any, I mean, we're going to drop below zero in most spots, but the winds are going to calm way down. So wind chills are not going to get a whole lot lower than the actual air temps. And we're talking 0 to -5 tonight as this drier air works in. So let's throw the fronts on. Here's this front. Pulling that way, we got high pressure off to our west. So the flow is going to come in out of the north overnight tonight. And you know what that means? There's a minus sign right here. Don't worry about snowfall. I'm just reminding you it's still winter. It's not going to snow. Skies are going to clear out. It's going to be very, very cold. So let's drop you down to -2. I think maximum wind chills will be about -5, -6. Kids, not enough to cancel school tomorrow. Very cold, but you'll have school. 22 tomorrow. Cold again, morning sunshine. I think we'll see clouds feeding in during the afternoon, so enjoy some sunshine this morning. But let me just say this, if you pay attention to nature, the birds are starting to sing like it's springtime, right? My wife saw a possum under the deck yesterday.
I've not seen a bird since October.
You haven't seen a bird since October?
And I'm not kidding.
Well, they've been tweeting pictures of themselves down in Florida on the beach all winter long, those doggone birds. Still cold tomorrow.
Doggone bird.
But well, let's talk about Akron, Canton first. -3 tonight. Cold, clearing. Tomorrow, morning sun giving way to afternoon clouds. We'll go 23. 7-day. This is what you want to see, right?
Yes.
All right, first of all,
show us.
39, no, I'm not showing you yet. 39 degrees Saturday, a few flakes. Sunday could be an early flake, 39. Look at Monday, 39 again. Well, that's not too warm. 45 on Tuesday. Wednesday, 47.
There you go.
Keep going.
47. Thursday.
Does it go higher?
And we'll be right back after this. No, here it is.
Yes.
51
nice.
On Thursday with some rain showers. It'll be breezy out there, but this is a good sign. I think we're going to melt some snow gradually as we head through the middle and end of next week. And your heart. Yes, indeed.
Does it need to be thawed out? What's happening here?
All of me needs to be thawed out at
Homa
this point.
is allergic to temperatures that are below 50 degrees. So,
below 75.
So she's had allergies all winter long.
This is rough. This is rough for her.
Way to help her out, Mark.
Wednesday.
Nicely done.
All right, Mark, thanks. We are just getting started here on the Now Cleveland.
Still ahead, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus phasing out a famous act. We're going to tell you which one coming up.
And imagine an extra $100 being tacked onto your next Uber ride for a cleaning fee. This happened to one rider. I'm going to have the details coming up, but before we head to break, here's a quick shot of our hard-working newsroom preparing live on 5 for you guys. We'll be right back.
A startling new drama from the Oscar-winning screenwriter of 12 Years a Slave, Timothy Hutton, Felicity Huffman. American Crime premieres tonight on ABC.
Dad, it's auto show time in Northeast Ohio.
Ryan, do you know what that means?
Of course I do. At Serpentini, we have auto show bonus cash of $500, and we're tripling it for a total of $1,500.
If you're thinking Chevy.
Think Serpentini in Talmadge, Orville, and Strongsville.
You protect and prevent and even plan ahead. But what about your birth control? Maybe it's time to consider the proven permanent birth control of Assure. The Assure inserts are permanently placed in your fallopian tubes, and unlike getting your tubes tied, the Assure procedure is non-surgical and can be done right in your doctor's office. Most women go home 45 minutes afterwards. You must use another form of birth control for 3 months until you have the Assure confirmation test, which uses X-ray, and your doctor confirms you can rely on Assure for birth control. Assure is not right for you if you're allergic to X-ray contrast dye or have an active or recent pelvic infection. Talk to your doctor if you are taking immunosuppressants or have a nickel allergy. Common side effects include mild to moderate pain, cramping, nausea, vomiting, fainting, vaginal bleeding, and pelvic or back discomfort. Visit Assure.com to learn more and ask your doctor if Assure is right for you. Assure, permanent birth control.
The ocean's full of treasures, hidden just below the waves. Some of them are swimming, some are tucked away in caves. But the treasure folks are loving is the ocean's greatest haul. McDonald's Filet-O-Fish, the most golden of them all.
There's no better treasure than getting 2 mouth-watering Filet-O-Fish sandwiches topped with creamy tartar sauce for just $3.99.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Megan, will you marry me?
Wow, it's dazzling.
It's a princess cut diamond with 18-karat solid gold.
Honey, the floor.
Oh, it's nature stone.
Oh, I love it.
Applied over concrete, Nature Stone is perfect for damp basements, laundry rooms, and garages. And right now, during our 25th anniversary, get Nature Stone for as low as $2.99 a square foot plus installation. Call for a free estimate or go to naturestone.com.
You will marry me, right?
Oh, you had me at Nature Stone.
Right now, taking you live above I-65 in Louisville, Kentucky. Skycam shot here showing us some traffic troubles here. Car off the road, looks like a semi as well. Traffic moving through the area, but they're dealing with icy roads down there today. Clearly in the south, Homa.
Don't know how to handle it.
They are not used to handling
we do not know how to
weather
handle
like
it.
this,
Shut it down.
like us here in Cleveland. So we'll monitor this situation here. No reports of injuries just yet, but we'll continue to watch it for you here on the Now Cleveland. In an unprecedented move, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey Circus phasing out its famous Elephant Act.
The endangered animals will go to a conservation center in Florida by 2018. Ann McNamara at the Now National Desk with those details.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth!
The stars of the Ringling Brothers Barnum & Bailey Circus shows eliminated. The circus announcing today its plans to phase out its 13 Asian elephants over the next 3 years. In a statement, the parent company saying, "This decision was not easy, but it is in the best interest of our company, our elephants, and our customers." The unprecedented move comes after years of pressure from animal rights groups like PETA, who tweeted this picture today, writing, "Free 'em now."
But we would rather that the day comes today, because 3 years is a long time to feel that whip and that bull hug.
The costs of allegations really adding up over the years. In 2014, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals reaching a settlement with the circus's parent company over accusations of elephant mistreatment. The group's paying $16 million to cover legal fees over the span of 14 years. And in 2011, the circus's parent company reached a $270,000 settlement with the Department of Agriculture, this for violations of the Animal Welfare Act, the penalty reportedly the largest in the act's history.
These elephants are lame, many of them have TB. They've suffered so much, the babies being taken away from their mothers, and this is a day of rejoicing.
Now the elephants are heading to the circus's Center for Elephant Conservation in Florida, where they'll join 40 others in a sanctuary. At the Now National Desk, I'm Ann McNamara.
Right now, a Southern California woman is protesting Uber after she was charged an extra $100 for her ride. I would be outraged.
Wow, digital reporter Meg Shaw is in our newsroom with those details. Hey, Meg.
Anyone would be outraged. But imagine your $7 Uber ride turning into $107. That's exactly what happened to Twitter user Annie Foe. She was tweeting about this a couple days ago. She said she was charged an extra $100, a cleaning fee. Now, what she says was due to rainwater from her rain boots. However, the fee is now being dropped by Uber. Come to find out, there were some paw marks that were on the back seat. That's what she was being charged for as the cleaning fee. Now keep this in mind. They do have this on their website. It is a cleaning fee of $100 to $200. Now I contacted the Uber Cleveland headquarters. They couldn't tell me how common of a charge this was, but keep this in mind if you're bringing pets or if you're feeling sick the next time you take an Uber, so you don't end up like Andy Foe. Luckily, she was able to get her money refunded. So we want to hear from you guys if you have an Uber story for us. You can tweet at the Now Cleveland, or you can post to our Facebook page. Mike and Homa?
All right, I hope Pigpen from Charlie Brown is listening to this, because you know he'd be in a lot of trouble and paying a lot of money to get the car cleaned. Remember Pigpen?
I don't even know what
he always had that cloud of dust around him.
Oh,
from Charlie Brown?
Yes. Oh, poor guy. Oh, poor.
Homa,
sorry, Mike.
You got a lot to learn here.
So sorry.
All right, coming up on the Now Cleveland.
The very latest on a disturbing child porn case in Northeast Ohio, as a search for more suspects intensifies.
Plus, her battle and inspiration to millions of people. Today, new information on how people are rallying around Ohio's Lauryn Hill. We're going to be back right after this.
Steve helps another husband create the perfect fantasy date. Then, Marjorie Harvey lets us in on her never-fail beauty regimen.
If it get in your mouth, it's not poisonous.
Tomorrow at 3 on NewsChannel 5. They can't wait for snow days. And you shouldn't have to. Power of 5 school closings lets you prepare. Download the NewsChannel 5 app and know about snow days before they do. Power of 5 severe weather updates are driven by Subaru. Drive with confidence with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive. Test drive one today.
DentalWorks knows your time is very valuable. That's why we help affiliated dentists provide more convenient care, so their schedule fits yours. Many offices have extended evening hours and Saturday appointments. Plus, with a large network of locations, they're always just minutes away. To make things even easier, they accept more major insurance plans than most other dentists. Visit DentalWorks.com for unbeatable limited-time offers and to make an appointment today. DentalWorks, the way dental should work.
You've seen them at the auto show. And now is a great time to take advantage of limited time offers on the most awarded lineup of 2014 at your Chevy dealer. Or check out the all-new Chevy Colorado, the 2015 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. And now you can use Auto Show Cash to make tremendous offers even better. Current GM lessees can use Auto Show Cash to get this Cruise LT for around $159 a month. Log on to clickchevy.com.
Dirty Dancing, the record-breaking live theater sensation, is finally here. Relive the magic of Johnny and Baby's classic love story live on stage. Spectacular dancing, passionate romance, and all your favorite songs from the movie. Dirty Dancing. Don't miss it. You'll have the time of your life.
Coming to Playhouse Square March 3rd through the 22nd as part of the KeyBank Broadway series. Tickets on sale now.
It's back, the 2015 Cleveland Auto Show, March 7th through March 15th at the IX Center. Don't miss your chance to see the world's top automotive manufacturers display their hottest new innovations. Enter to win a Hyundai Sonata. Skip the line, order online at clevelandautoshow.com.
Welcome back to the Now Cleveland. I'm Homa Bash.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Brookbank. Here are your local headlines in 90 seconds. We're continuing to follow breaking news out of Geauga County, a serious accident involving a Munson Township fire truck and 2 other cars. We're told the fire truck was responding to a fire when it crashed on Wilson Mills Road. A medical helicopter is at the scene, and we've just learned 5 people were involved. 4 of them are injured, and 3 of those 4 are firefighters. They've been taken to Hillcrest Hospital. We have a crew on the way, and we're going to bring you the updates as we get them.
Another hung jury in the penalty phase retrial of Jodi Arias. Arias was found guilty last year of first-degree murder in the death of her ex-boyfriend. But the first jury was also deadlocked on sentencing. Since this jury couldn't reach a unanimous decision, Arias will not get the death penalty. The judge will later decide if she gets a life sentence with or without the chance of parole.
Jerome Lee was sentenced to 1 year in prison for the hit-skip death of Israel Thornton. It happened on West 37th and Denison back in 2013. Lee was caught after a year thanks to surveillance video. Today, even the judge admitting a year wasn't enough of a punishment, but it's the law. Thornton's family, meanwhile, is outraged about the short sentence.
Cleveland police are still looking for 2 men possibly involved in 2 robberies that happened just minutes apart. The first happened on West 46th Street. A woman told police she was punched by 2 men who were riding in a Jeep. 20 minutes later, 2 women were attacked on West 7th in Tremont. Those suspects were also riding in a Jeep. Police tell us all of the victims are okay.
A Delta flight from Atlanta to LaGuardia skidded into a fence earlier this morning during its landing. Look at these dramatic pictures. 125 passengers and 5 crew members were taken off the plane. At least 1 person taken off by stretcher. The airport was shut down for several hours, opening back up around 2 this afternoon. It's still causing some major travel delays, though, throughout the country right now. We looked earlier, a handful of flights headed to the East Coast from Hopkins canceled this afternoon.
It's going to be that way all night, probably tomorrow morning as well. D.C., we're talking Dulles, Reagan, National, we're talking LaGuardia, what's the other one? JFK?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all going to be impacted.
Rough travel day for everybody.
Yeah, we missed out on that storm. It is moving that way. Right now, look at this. We've got some clearing coming in. We got some drier air coming in.
Yeah, bring that in.
What about warmer air for Homa? No?
Here we go. I don't know if you want the clearer skies, because that allows the heat to escape. So tonight we're going to Bad News Bears. Yeah, that's an old movie. Here we go. But yeah, you didn't know who Pigpen was.
Thank you.
But she knows Bad News Bears. I see a pattern. Let's talk about she likes the R-rated movies. Here's the clear air coming in. It's driving across the lake. We're already seeing clouds parting all across northern Ohio. But look at this. It is still very, very cold. This is March, all right? These are cold temps for January. 14 Cleveland to Elyria, 16 Akron. It's 10 In Ashtabula, 14 in Mansfield, 21 the warm spot right now, Dover, New Philly, a wider shot of some temps, 13 Ashland, Ravenna at 15. Doesn't get any warmer tonight. In fact, we're going to drop you way down. I'm thinking most everyone goes below 0. We'll go for a range of 0 to -5 tonight, all right? 0 to -5. The only caveat here, the only rose in this bouquet of thorns is wind chills are not really going to be a factor because the winds are going to calm way down. And the East Coast storm is pulling away from us. We've had our share of snow. Let somebody else have it. Mike?
Yeah, all right, Mark, thanks. Our pothole patrol has taken your complaints and questions to Cleveland City Hall. There's some progress being made. Investigator Jonathan Walsh joins us now live. And Jonathan, some areas in need of attention, getting it today.
Yeah, and by the way, you can tell, Mark, I can verify that it is bone chilly out here. All right? By the way, I am here in the 2500 block of Community College Avenue. I got my hands on the list of various streets that need attention today, and behind me you can see this one got it, had some crews stop by. And I also tracked down, take a look at this. I tracked down workers at a long-time problem area, West 117th and Triscuit, that I have done a couple of stories on now this year and last year as problem areas. Well, today workers were blowing out those holes, filling them with cold patch. Finally, Public Works Director Michael Cox told me 5 to 6 crews are out there. They'll be working on roads 2nd and 3rd shifts, even overtime this weekend. He acknowledges there have been a lot of complaints this harsh winter. What's your main message for drivers out there who are still hitting these holes?
Well, my main message is that we're coming and that they will be repaired in a systematic fashion. When we get out there, we're prioritizing our potholes now. The mayor has allowed us to bring in the pothole killer again this year.
Cox told me he expects one pothole killer machine here by next week. Several other roads getting attention: London, Harvard, Union, and Broadway. We'll stay on top of it for you. Reporting live here on the east side, I'm investigator Jonathan Walsh for the Now Still Cold.
3 men are behind bars facing charges for having child porn on their computers, and 2 of them work with kids. Talmadge police arrested the suspects this week in a child porn sweep. One of them is 40-year-old Chris Riggle, who works for Cuyahoga County Children's Services. Police say they recovered digital items with files of child pornography.
We have an investigator that does peer-to-peer file searches, so he basically is alerted when these type of files are downloaded.
The other suspects are a Taekwondo instructor and a man with a history of sex assaults against children. Talmadge police expect to make at least 2 more arrests.
The man accused of killing 3 people inside a barbershop could face the death penalty if his case goes to trial. Prosecutors will meet later this month to decide whether to bring capital murder charges against Douglas Shine. Shine is accused of shooting 3 people at Chalkline's barbershop in Warrensville Heights last month. 3 others were hurt in the gunfire. The widow of Toledo Mayor Doug Collins considering running for re-election to complete the remaining 2 years of his term. The 70-year-old died after suffering cardiac arrest last month. His wife says it's important someone finish his work. A special election will take place in November.
In about a half hour from now, people in East Cleveland are going to meet at the public library to sign a petition to get rid of their mayor. They're upset with Mayor Gary Norton that he wants to merge with the city of Cleveland and for having no rock salt or pothole patching material. Norton has been the mayor there since 2010. 1,000 signatures are needed. New details on the Cincinnati athlete that has an inoperable brain tumor. Lauren Hill has won an all-conference honor for the courage she has showed. The 19-year-old freshman was picked for the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference's first team. She decided to play despite a prognosis of only months to live. Hill played in 4 games and made 5 layups before the symptoms ended her playing career. And she has been quite the inspiration.
Yeah, incredible.
So nice to see she's still going.
Good for her.
Still ahead on the Now Cleveland.
First responders answer the call of duty and quickly go above and beyond.
And I'm going to let you guys know how you can score the most storage ever on your smartphone. We're going to be right back.
Does your basement look like this or this?
Is water damage preventing you from realizing the home of your dreams? Let the #1 waterproofer in the industry help. We're Ohio State Waterproofing, and we'll repair any size water problem and back it up with our exclusive lifetime warranty. And right now, get the Easy Breathe Home Ventilation System, a $1,500 value free. Call Ohio State Waterproofing now and reclaim your basement today.
I'm really glad I made that call to Ohio State Waterproofing.
It was the best decision I ever made. It gave me complete peace of mind.
All right, boys, come and get it. Hello. Oh, brought a friend. Too many.
Get ready to scratch with new instant games every month, including Break the Bank. And sign up for the My Lotto Rewards Club, where any non-winning ticket could be another chance to win, only from the Ohio Lottery.
A little late to the game.
The average funeral now costs over $8,000. When your passing create a financial burden on your loved ones, have you had enough foresight to prepare for this inevitable expense? If you understand the necessity of life insurance, but have been denied coverage or are confused on the many types of life insurance, we can help. Lipinski Brokerage has eliminated the hassle of buying life insurance for over 25 years. We shop and price nearly every final expense product and carry only the most trusted names in the industry. We provide you a free personal quote for coverage that is based on your health and age with no physical requirement. Whether you're in perfect health or have some health issues, diabetes, stroke, COPD, all insurable in most cases with first day coverage. In these tough times, it's important to save money wherever and whenever possible. We can provide rates up to 50% lower than companies that guarantee coverage. Lipinski Brokerage is the hassle-free way of purchasing life insurance. We guarantee the best personal service and the lowest rates in the industry. Lipinski Brokerage. If you don't call us, you'll pay too much. 1-800-334-3910.
ここにチタンウルトラボット5000がございます。
ジミー・ジョーンズ、ジミー・ジョーンズ。
ジミー・ジョーンズ、早く来てくれ。最高だ。ジミー・ジョーンズ、これ早い。
Jimmy John's. Order online at jimmyjohns.com.
If you've been injured at work, you need someone who's ready to listen and respond. You need a law firm committed to protecting your medical rights, your family, and your job. A firm that's determined to get the best possible results in the least amount of time. If you've been injured on the job, call us right now. Because experience matters, call Nuremberg Paris, 1-800-399-2300.
Big news out of Ferguson, Missouri today. The parents of Michael Brown announcing that they will file a wrongful death suit. Ann McNamara at the Now National Desk has the story. Hi, Ann.
Hey guys, yeah, the Brown family says it plans to file this civil suit against the city of Ferguson and Officer Darren Wilson. Their lawyer refused to go into detail, only saying the lawsuit is coming, quote, soon. Michael Brown's parents maintain that Wilson did not need to use deadly force against their son.
The burden of proof for the federal and the state investigations is far different than a burden of proof in a civil case that we anticipate bringing on behalf of the family.
All of this comes just a day after the Justice Department released that scathing report detailing racial bias in the Ferguson Police Department. The report included racist emails sent between police and court employees, but the DOJ, like the grand jury before it, clearing Wilson of any charges. Back to you.
Thanks, Ann. Hillary Clinton asking the State Department to release her emails from when she was Secretary of State. This after the former First Lady came under fire for using a personal email account while working as the country's top diplomat. Some say it's a violation of the Federal Records Act. Clinton, of course, under intense scrutiny while she appears to consider a run for the White House. We are back in a tech bubble. That's according to billionaire investor Mark Cuban.
Cuban, who successfully rode out the dot-com boom of the 90s and sold off his investment before it went bust, says this go-around is worse. In a blog, Cuban expressed concern over lofty expectations for unproven apps and small tech companies being driven by successful online ventures like Uber, Twitter, and Facebook.
All right, Android users, this one is just for you.
Coming up later this year, you're going to have the chance to have more storage on your phones and tablets than ever before. Digital reporter Meg Shaw is in our web center with those details. Hey, Meg.
Hey, guys, that's right. Here I have an 8-gigabyte memory card. Now, imagine an SD card half of this size and 25 times the memory. That's the storage of the world's largest SD card. And SanDisk recently announced their newest micro SD card. So here are some of the specifications for the card. So the card will hold nearly 4,000 photos. It will also hold 20 hours of HD video. It will be waterproof, but here's the catch. It's going to cost you about $400. So, I mean, if you're looking at a smartphone, this is about the same cost of what you're paying for your phone. Now, they say that you can actually keep all of your pictures and videos on your phone for up to a year without clearing it off. So, if you're into storage, look at that new micro SD card. Guys?
That's pretty cool. And for me, I could use all the storage I can get.
God, I'm always running out of storage.
Yeah.
It's the
Can't
pictures.
Take the photo.
It's always the pictures.
Always the pictures.
Always a problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, keeping you in the know, it is our mission here on the Now Cleveland.
Coming up, as legal marijuana use skyrockets, a new problem surfacing that could leave you sneezing.
Plus, a 15-month-old girl in a chef's hat. How cute is this? She is taking the internet by storm. The skill that she's showing off in the kitchen when the Now Cleveland continues here on News Channel 5. Stay with us.
Some bring their lungs. Others bring their guns.
She did a one-arm, one-leg push-up.
But who will win the funds? Let's ask America.
Tonight at 7:30 on News Channel 5. News Channel 5 at 11 on your side, uncovering.
Sources tell us that.
Asking questions.
Why is it taking so long?
And getting results for you.
We were first to tell you about only on 5. Well, here we go. Our Alberta clip.
Tonight, watch News Channel 5 at 11.
Join retired WEWS TV weather anchor Don Webster and holiday vacations on a fabulous tour to enchanting Ireland August 10th to the 19th. To learn more about this wonderful trip, attend a free travel show Tuesday, March 10th at the Middleburg Heights Hampton Inn and Suites. On Wednesday, March 11th, we'll meet at the Akron Quality Inn and Conference Center. We'll also meet Thursday, March 12th at the
So I can wish for anything?
Yes.
A puppy!
Affordable home internet.
Well, I can make that wish come true.
Excuse me?
With Time Warner Cable's everyday low-price internet, you get the speed and reliability you need for surfing and emailing for $14.99 a month.
Until it goes up.
No, that's the price, and it's backed by their better guarantee.
Well, that sounds perfect, actually.
Call now to get everyday low-price internet for $14.99 per month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Yo, don't be stuck like that. Get your sweet new ride for only 99 cents down. Only 99 cents down. It's like something off the value menu. Whatever you want, no matter your credit. North Coast Auto Mall and Northeast Auto Credit have your back. Foreclosures, repos, it don't matter. We don't look at credit scores. We know money's tight, but we want to get you on a sweet ride, and we always got over 1,000 cars to pick from. Call 1-800-AUTO-DEAL. With locations in Bedford, Cleveland, and Akron, we want to get you driving today.
NASCAR driver Kurt Busch will not be charged in a domestic violence case involving his ex-girlfriend. Patricia Driscoll filed a complaint in November saying Busch grabbed her by the throat and slammed her head in a wall back in September. The Delaware Department of Justice said after reviewing the complaint, there was not sufficient evidence to meet the burden of establishing beyond a reasonable doubt that Busch committed a crime.
First responders in Connecticut really go the extra mile. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and these shots capture a moment of true selflessness and compassion for others. Here's what happened. First responders were called to a man's home, and when they got there, they found a 57-year-old man had a heart attack while shoveling snow off his roof. Despite efforts to save him, they just couldn't. So, feeling helpless they couldn't do any more, a number of first responders headed back to the man's home to finish shoveling the roof.
We felt we wanted to do something for this person, and when someone came up with that idea, we all rallied to do that.
The guys say their job is all about serving the community.
Well, this is a new one for us. Marijuana possibly causing your allergies. A new study says cannabis could be the next thing causing you to sneeze and wheeze. With pot now legal in 23 states, more plants are being grown around the country, and scientists say its pollen can travel for miles and can cause symptoms similar to hay fever. More research is being done to see how it will affect public health.
You know the phrase location, 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 and those in the market for a new home should apparently look at listings near Starbucks. A new study finds the value of homes located within a quarter mile of a Starbucks rise faster than other homes. The real estate research group Zillow reports houses closer to the coffee shop increased in worth by 96% from 1997 to 2013. According to Zillow, a new Starbucks gives developers a sense that a neighborhood is on the rise. All right, if you think you have some skills in the kitchen, move over. You got nothing on this 15-month-old that has you beat. She was helping her parents in the kitchen when they discovered she knows how to crack the perfect egg. Her dad, Tony, was so proud, and now so are thousands of others. The video has racked up more than 200,000 views in just one day. How
She's too cute, and she knows to stir it.
The hat is the best.
The hat is the cutest.
Is the best.
All right, right now we want to get an update on breaking news. This is a live look at I-65 in Louisville, Kentucky. We can see a center median there, has a car in it. The roads look like they're actually in pretty good shape right now. It's just that center median has some snow. But again, this is the South, and you know, they're not as good at driving as we are.
Well,
although we're not the best.
They got 10, 12, 14 inches of snow in Kentucky, where they're not. That quadruples their normal yearly snowfall pretty much there. So
what is happening?
Well, it's called winter.
It's not global warming.
Fix it.
It's called winter. We are going to fix it. March is that month of transition. You begin to see the warmer air trying to punch out the cold air.
I want the lamb.
You want the lamb? That's late in the month. In fact, we're pushing the lamb back until like June. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. We're going to stay cold for the next 36 hours or so, and then we begin a little journey toward warmer weather on our 7-day. First of all, our Power 5 live Doppler network radar showing some snow crossing the Ohio River. Let's isolate our Pittsburgh radar screen, and there you have it. Down toward Morgantown, West Virginia. This is the back edge of that winter storm. It's pushing away. We're not going to have to deal with that here. All right, but still travel south. I-77, I-71. If you're going south of the Ohio River, there's still problems, as you saw, via the Kentucky Department of Transportation. Big-time problems on the highways there. For us, it's all about the cold. It's 14 Elyria to Cleveland to Ashland to Mansfield to Ravenna and Youngstown. 10 Ashtabula, 20 Sandusky, 21 Millersburg to Dover, New Philly. Wind chills below 0 in some spots. 3 below in Ashtabula, 1 below Cleveland, 1 below in Worcester. Now, the winds are going to calm down a little bit as we get an area of high pressure building in. Here's your big winter storm for the East Coast. Now notice D.C., Baltimore, Atlantic City, New York. The back edge of the snow is approaching, but it's going to take a little while to get there. I think flights are going to be delayed through the overnight hours. As the low pulls away, the high takes over. We should see quite a bit of sunshine, at least during the morning hours tomorrow, before this little trough begins to move in, and I think it'll bring a few flurries and light snow showers to the region on Saturday. Now notice the temps overnight. They're dropping. They're going down. I think most of us are below 0 by the time 7, 8 o'clock rolls around tomorrow morning. I think conservatively we can say 0 to -5 for the temperature range. But the good news is winds will be mainly calm tonight. So we're not dealing with -20-degree wind chills, just the cold. -2 tonight for Cleveland. Skies clearing out. Yes, the cold air is here again. 22 tomorrow. That's a good 20, 22 degrees below normal. We should be in the mid-40s this time of year. Morning sun, staying cold. Here's Akron and Canton tonight. I think about -3 should do it. Clearing skies. Tomorrow, morning sun, clouds for the afternoon, 23. But here's what Homa Bash has been waiting for. A few flakes Saturday into early Sunday. 30s, 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 40s, 40s. 51 degrees. Yeah. Can I hear a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We have...
You're taking us to church.
Okay. Serious story, so back over to you two.
All right, Mark, thanks. Continuing coverage of breaking news here on the Now Cleveland. These are the first pictures of a crash in Geauga County. The crash involving a Munson Township fire truck and 2 other cars. We're told the fire truck was responding to a fire when it crashed on Wilson Mills Road. 5 people were involved. 4 of them are injured, and 3 of those 4 are firefighters. They have been taken to Hillcrest Hospital. Stay with News Channel 5 and our NewsNet 5 app for the very latest on this developing story. Well, it is time to break away, and if you need some ideas on where to go this spring, we're here to help. Orbit's compiling a list of top destinations this spring break. Trending right now, Las Vegas. Airfare to get there, averaging $340, and hotels, they're going to set you back about $115 a night. Other top spots include Cancun, Orlando, and Punta Cana. Looking for a quiet place to chill, cities like San Diego, Salt Lake City, and Seattle are spots expected to have fewer people. Well, creating buzz right now, the costume set to take this Halloween by storm.
Katy Perry riding the success of her Super Bowl performance all the way to the bank. You can now be Left Shark. I know this is what you wanted.
I'm thinking about it. It became an instant viral hit after the Shark's move seemed less than on point and more confused than the Shark on the right during Perry's mashup of Teenage Dream and California Girls. Right now we're headed to break. It's going to cost you $130.
Yikes.
Next, live on 5. Time was running out as fire raced through an apartment. How a First Energy crew used their truck to rescue a woman and her baby trapped on a fire escape. It's only on 5. And they still have America on the move generations later.
She'll see one, she'll go, Mom, you built that one.
How local families helped Ohio become a major player in the auto industry. Plus, it's 6. Social media's great until your identity's stolen. How you could be rolling out the welcome mat for hackers and not even know it.
Hey Tribe fans, you gotta try Papa John's Double Play Deal. Get 2 large cheese pizzas for just $13 using online promo code TRIBE13. Order yours today at papajohns.com. Proud partner of your Cleveland Indians.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
If the whole point of life is to enjoy the journey, why would you fly anyplace else? Akron Canton Airport. For low fares to top destinations, it's a better way to go.
When you wanna fly.
Choosing a dentist can be tough. So many choices, and they all seem the same. But DentalWorks makes it easy. We're a network of dentists with high standards, so your dentist is more than qualified. And they provide a full range of services, including emergencies. Plus, as part of a national organization, they accept more insurance than most other dentists. Visit dentalworks.com for unbeatable limited-time offers and to make an appointment. DentalWorks, the way dental should work.
It seems like everywhere you look, the innovation, style, and versatility of the new Ford lineup is around every corner. And if you think the best-selling brand in Northeast Ohio is showing off now, you're going to love $500 auto show cash on a wide selection of 2014 and 15 Ford models. $500 you could use on the all-new F-150, the future of tough. But just like the show, this offer won't last long. Only at your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer.
For Levin's big one-day sale this Saturday, we won't have a great offer. No, we'll have 4 great offers. Saturday only, save up to half off furniture and mattresses, plus 0% interest for 36 months, plus an extra $100 off your order. And as a special bonus, if you can pick up or take delivery of your new furniture or mattresses in the next 2 weeks, Levin's will give you another $100 off. 4 great offers, one day only. Saturday at Levin's.
A bus driver asleep at the wheel.
And incredible video showing him nodding off as his bus slams into everything in its path. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Watch the terrifying moment. This bus driver says he nodded off only to wake up to the real nightmare.
Yeah, it was like a runaway bus or something. It hit me.
The driver smashing into 7 cars, sending one of them careening into oncoming traffic. Watch again from multiple angles. The windshield falls out. Behind the bus, a wake of destruction. The husband and wife in that car seriously injured. It happened in West Bloomfield, Michigan, around 6 p.m. last October. The driver quickly admitting to investigators what went wrong.
What happened? I feel people coming down that hill.
On Wednesday, that bus driver, 65-year-old Leon Rashid, was in court. pleading not guilty to a criminal charge. He tells ABC News he has medical issues.
What would you say to the people that you hurt?
I told them I was sorry.
Each week, an estimated 2 million Americans nod off at the wheel, accounting for nearly 2 million crashes each year. In 2011, this horrendous bus crash on I-95 in Virginia killed 4 and injured dozens more. The NTSB said driver fatigue was a factor in the crash. That driver is now serving 6 years in prison for 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Still, public transport experts say these kinds of bus accidents are rare.
We focus very much on safety and ensuring that we've got good patterns for people to be able to get sleep and do their work in a safe, effective manner.
As for the sole passenger on board this bus,
Are you all right?